More Hexarchy on a three-person queue. I decided to grab Rome this time, as Rome was also on my list of backup civilizations, to slightly shake up who I am. In multiplayer, there's like this double-blind unknown of who's playing what. If you stick to your main civilization a little bit too much, it becomes obvious who you are, and then people can play around your playstyle, which I like doing, identifying other people and then predicting their playstyle of it, but that's fundamentally giving the predictor an advantage. Like, if you see Russia, who builds a statue of Zeus in the first, like, 3 or 4 turns, it's probably me. And if you've played against me a bunch, you can start metagaming your theories against me as well as my like potential timings and decision-making process. Free Axeman is not the high roll from the hut, even though the rest of the spawn looks great. I need fishing and settler. Neither of this are here. Go searching. So Cerezy like almost always plays England, so it's kind of easy to spot them. But the rest of the lobby is a giant question mark about guessing who's who. This corner spawn on a 3-person map, there's probably 2 bots in the center. Like, there's probably like, this feels like a 5 or 6-person map, but there's only 3 real players on it. So I think I'm okay burning charge early in order to just get more settler out to claim high income off of this, but actually no. This is the most important space on the board for getting stone, luxuries, as well as another holy site. I don't see a marble source. I'd love to get marble going, because marble on double holy sites is actually makes temple like one of the best cards in the game if you have 2 holy sites. If you only have 1 holy site, it's a bit mediocre, but with 2 holy sites, ooh. So, because I need to put a city here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the settler can make it to here. This is the only space to get food, so I need to put a farm here next turn if possible. Animal husbandry, and with the second burn from a card next turn, I'm going to get up to agriculture farm. Hopefully I can put infrastructure down to make it cheap. I'm just not seeing pasture resources. I've got this small, safe defensive pocket right here. I can only be attacked from the southeast right now. Out this way. This Axeman is going to just scout north because there's no point in sending him to scout south. And the settler makes it to this spot. Also make it to here, but I think the lumber mills on a forest is worth more than a mine right here. I can't actually put the farm down this turn. There is no marble, there's no stone in the market, so writing, library, infrastructure to make it free is the single most valuable play I can make in this opening hand. I don't actually have any good spots to put a farm down, so going up to agriculture is a bit questionable. I'm not going to be doing any early fighting, I think. Unless there's someone who spawned, like, right here. Like, here, I don't have any pastures to put down. This gets me a farm or agrarian society. Agrarian society going early is actually more valuable right now. So this is going to get me a ton of luxury income, which is not necessarily guaranteed in any other spot. Rome's going to be making a decent chunk of money from these water tiles, but is making no hammers. This city right here has to get a farm and a bunch of cultivates on it in order to feed it, in order to get all my hammers. As this stone is going to be core to my game plan. No, that's bad. Yikes, that's really bad. Alright, this went... Okay, so the people in this game are Sir Easy and Kiki. Kiki played Russia last time. They're likely playing Russia again this time. They can single-step attack charge. The settler is dead if they find a charge and want to use it. Ooh, that's actually really bad for me. Okay, I can't settle here because it's enemy territory. I can't settle anywhere forward. I can't get past this section. Yikes. How'd they get the culture claim? Library? Maybe the Hut Axeman got it? Yeah, there's a Hut Axeman because there's no promotion slots. Here, pray that the charge doesn't come through. It's unlikely. Or that they charge this way and they catch my Axeman instead of my settler. Can I get food? I can get lucky on a harbor. Let's see if I do. Did not get lucky on the harbor. I mean, I got tons of draw power, but nothing to use it on. Okay, so I actually have to pay hammers for the settler unless I find hunter-gatherers, which I wouldn't It's okay. I only need one winery, and I don't think I'm going to get the 10 population to make it worth it, so yeah, I can go to hunter-gatherers. Forge the pigs, get the free settler. Use this, burn the archer, get the other luxuries flowing. That's a ridiculous amount of draw power and money. And even though those are the most overpriced things ever, I can justify holding on to them. Just because I've got so much money coming out of Rome. But, like, that's the only thing coming out of Rome. I'm like, losing my first expansion here. Like, I have to fight. I'm going to lose this fight because of the lost line of sight. And they got a Temple Diana way down here with stone, probably, from the Wonder. It's like getting them massive amount of value. Okay, second marble on the market. If I find writing, actually, mysticism. Sweet, okay. Statue of Zeus. This is going to give me a offense advantage. They had to go into... Give me line of sight. Line of sight's not that terribly valuable. There's a zone of control here. Interesting. That they're protecting the pyramids. So this space is most important for getting me hammers for lumber mill. I need lumber mills going. I think I have to go here. Because this is one lumber mill, two lumber mills for getting production out. Mining into... Okay, mining into road gets me these three spaces working. I can put Rome here on the road. That's actually super valuable. I have to burn something for it. I'm okay with just 2 fishing huts, even though this is a high-value space. Mining road. Can I get anything else? I don't think I'm going to have time for Great Lighthouse. Yeah, they've got stone priority, so I'm not going to get Great Lighthouse. So, using Rome unique ability, all roads lead to Rome, makes working land tiles a lot cheaper. So you work this tile for the hammer, and then you work this tile for the hammer. I'd like to get farms on both of those, but it's going to take a while. I'm not going to have stone priority. It's going to take too long to get the pasture out. Forge. Pigs, free settler, that's huge to get here. I'd like to burn one more card. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. That's going to happen next turn. Farm is also going to happen next turn, but it's too slow. Yeah, they had zone of control here. Sweet! I got... Because they had the Wonders and the Holy Site, my attack goes first, so I got the defense bonus from the forest. So is it more... So they don't have Mobilize available, so I can potentially steal the pyramids for a turn. This can't attack Moscow, but they're not going to be able to mobilize a unit in order to get it, because they don't have horses. So I can steal the pyramids for a turn and get a bunch of value out of it. Lumber mill, frankly, Sume, I know you're starving, but, like, I need you to get me hammers right now. Woodsman. Woodsman makes this path to Moscow an easy attack. I don't know if I want that. Okay, Russia's selling their stone. I can actually get a stone wonder potentially, though I think I burned all my stone wonders. Marble is potentially cheap, although I don't think that's necessarily worth Parthenon just yet. I burned all my stone wonders, frankly, so just getting library, worth it. Tactics mobilize. Mobilize is only good for settlers. Can I find settler this turn? Roads lead to Rome. Do I want roads leading to Rome? China, threat. China's going to expand this way into me if I build a road this way and have a culture contest. I do want the road here, but, like, not instantly. I burned the pasture, I think. Right? Yeah, I burned the pasture, so crush this space. I'd like to get a road here, but not instantly. Construction, that solves Sume's food problem. Shoot, I already built 2 things there. Okay. So this, I'm going to be building a lot of units out of Antium. I don't have iron. I actually need... They have a ton of iron. Yikes. So Tactics Legionnaire, just to get stuff out of it. This is frankly better than Archer. There. Woodsman? Could use Strength, though. Didn't find Settler this turn. I'm not going to find Horses, so no Mobilize. Sure, why not? Infrastructure, just get the most basic road in history. These are all spaces that Sume can work if I get them a farm. I burned the first charge. I have to find Tactics. Oh, yeah, I just played Tactics. So Tactics is the one charge on the deck is in the discard. Second charge, Forced March, is going to be underneath Mathematics, which is in the deck, but that's really expensive. This guy's not going to attack Moscow. This guy is. With Berserker, preferably, but not this turn. Okay, so Sume would actually love to work this space here. So if I forge these pigs, you give them Sume. Sume is now growing. It's going to get a ton of money from these spaces, as well as the hammers from this. Marble on Antium gives it a lot of ability to contest stuff. Mine, frankly, I just don't see anything worth mining. Metalworking, I can get a charge out, but it's not terribly useful. Warehouse is getting me some value, but I don't think it's quite enough value. How expensive are these crabs? Not very. Worth it to get another settler out, although I'm running low on spaces like here. Contest with China. Okay, mathematics goes into a bunch of good stuff. Boom, education. Can I even find... I don't think I'm going to be able to find anything terribly useful this turn. Iron is still cheap. I need the horses. Weirdly, this for more economy. Buy both these irons. Like, I don't have iron, but, like, it's getting me so much value that's, like, worth it. I would love to get Berserker onto this guy. Yeah, it's going to take a turn, so, like, next turn you can get Berserker. Although that's a ton of cards to find for the old-fashioned way, but I think it is worth finding it the old-fashioned way. Okay, science. Burn the Great Library, I'm not going to get there. If I do this claim late enough in the turn, they won't fully understand what's happening. 3 seconds isn't enough to react to the fact that I'm just denying the resources. I'm not getting them myself, but I'm denying them. Now this guy can get Berserker, and he's basically a better archer if I can just so happen to attack. Pathfinder on this guy, or onto a new freshly played. Okay, so freshly played. Pathfinder makes this an open path. I can actually get a knight out this turn. Huh. Yeah, so like I burned something. I just don't think I have any more good spots for Settler. This creates problems with China. This is not very useful, so like here. Raiding. A minor problem with China, but not the biggest one in the world. Yeah, I want to find Berserker, if possible. Wait for maintenance. Yeah, I don't need Settler anymore. Okay, there's Berserker, so that's a lot of range damage onto Moscow. So, horseback riding, paid in hammers, feudalism, paid in science, knight comes out here. knight using access to this pathfinder here. Buy the other horse for a charge. Charge the knight. Preferably this guy gets a charge as well. Yeah. Charges afterwards to follow up. I don't have another horse, so paying the second charge. Hopefully that gets flanking bonus. This guy is now Berserker archer stuff. Skirmisher is actually really nice on this Civ. By fortifying, it prevents Moscow from trying anything cheeky. Farm would be wonderful for Rome to make even more money. Actually, here, Naples gets the most valuable from the farm because it's going to grow huge from all of these money tiles are the only thing it's going to be able to grab. Skirmisher is actually extremely valuable for Rome because they can draw it onto Legionnaires with the extra promotion slot to work with. Am I saturated on roads? Feels weird, but I don't think I actually have any more roads to build. Is it worth it to burn Skirmisher for food? It's not. My deck is way too big, though. I'm making enough money to draw through it, but... Ooh, that Great Wall. Is it going to stop? It will stop the first charge. It will stop the second charge, but not the first one. That Great Wall is actually really valuable for them. That's, like, insane value. So this is just blocking right now and being a problem. I don't really want to fight China. Like, just hold there. So this guy with the Pathfinder can claim the tile. This guy... attack second, potentially break through the Immortals. They have to build a second Immortal there. Spearmen. I now have multiple holy sites going. So this for culture claims, like weirdly aggressive against Shanghai. Barber way over here. More money. Rome isn't happy. Everyone else is sell the rest. Losing access to Berserker, which would be really nice for this guy. It's gonna take too long to get the lumber mill out. Don't need fort. Need stone wonders. I'm not gonna have priority on them. Architecture onto forge with infrastructure is extremely valuable. I want to defend this forge more than I want to place it aggressively. So Antium is at risk. I do have to build something in Antium. Iron off the market. Because of Great Wall, these guys aren't going to be able to get through entirely, so just defend Antium. Naples grows. Strength. Can I find Berserker? Vanguard. Double time. Interesting. I'm better off looking for Berserker than I am for anything else. Are there any... This isn't actually getting worked yet? There's Berserker, sweet. So this is now an insane ranged unit with all the stacks on it. Can I get double time through? I'm abandoning Antium, but Moscow is worth more. So double time. Yikes, I can't actually do that. Knight strength. Combat medicine. Onto the knight, actually. I should have done that in the other order. Oh well. Ooh, it did go through in the right order. Sweet. Did kill any of the units with that, unfortunately. I don't have splash damage right now. Did that kill? I think that killed my Berserker skirmisher. That sucks. That was the reason I was going to be having an advantage on Moscow. But like, yeah, this bad section blocking me off in the middle. This settler is simply defending and blocking right now. Yeah, that killed my super skirmisher. That's a problem. Antium could use a farm on. Rome doesn't. I just want more hammers, honestly. I don't really have high value tiles to annex, although I am making enough money to turn it into victory points. It's a bit too slow, I think. Charge one of these guys. It's unlikely to break through because this guy's getting Holy Warriors through. It is worth trying. Actually, this guy is willing to do barracks attacks. Legionnaire, single step attack, defend that spot. Single step attack, defend that spot. Frankly, I don't think I need this much science going forward. Having access to marble is more valuable. Doing all of this without iron is kind of crazy. Oh, I got the catapult. Sweet. So I claim this spot, I can build another ranged unit here for splash damage, although I'm not going to find a second iron. I'm only getting one iron off the market, and I don't have an iron mine anywhere in my empire. And I burned the catapult. I also burned Berserker. They have priority on their catapults, although I don't think they're going to be able to kill anything with it. I actually need maneuvers to get units through this section. The only way to build knights right now. point, I don't need Pathfinder anymore. Farm anymore. Meiji Castle would be nice, but I can't justify playing it this turn. Is everyone happy? Yes. Antium could use food. I need to defend Sume. And a sword on it. This space, honestly, is high-value workshop material. Ooh, okay. Engineering into crossbowmen. That's worth it. I think I would like another forge, but I don't know if I can afford the time spent on it. Gotta be engineering crossbowmen first. I've already built... Oh, I already built too many units here. So the crossbowman comes out here. So first this, then this guy claims end of turn and plays a crossbow. All seems too slow. Combat medicine probably saves you. Temple, frankly, not valuable enough. Hold on to monastery. Skirmisher takes too long, maneuvers takes too long. Claim here, and then I've got all the spaces through as my terrain. This guy's got the Pathfinder, and he's in a safe spot. This is such an intense section in the center. Like, I need to find multiple iron in a single turn to get a cannon on Moscow. That's like my only way I'm going to be able to break through the Holy Guards, especially if Musketmen's coming out now. China deciding to attack me is a very big problem. I don't have an iron source in order to actually maintain this conflict long term. So, because they have attack priority from having fewer victory points, these guys are effectively dead. Unless I get... Yeah, the catapult's going to have flank bonus on it. Actually, I think the best thing I can do is, like, open up this route to Kazan and go through the back door. So, actually, here... Just in case you survive, unlikely. No, these guys are effectively dead, so... This crossbowman has a chance of surviving. So, this way... Knight, swordsman both go through. Actually, swordsman has to defend in order to keep Antium safe. Swordsman, knight on Vanguard, in case they take this this barracks. Divine favor onto the crossbow, make him more likely to survive. Crossbow here, mobilize Statue of Zeus, shoot. Structure University. This is culture in order to contest the China claims. Craftsmanship. There's no iron on the market, so this knight's not going anywhere unless I get through logistics, which is actually extremely viable right now. So here, I can logistics, advanced tactics, protect the crossbow with shield wall. And then give the catapults... Actually, the catapults, I'm likely going to lose you. I know, the knight. So, knight attacks second. This way they're going to have the most survivability to go into here and take the catapult back. We'll step up and then have more culture control here. Is everyone happy? Yes, sell. I don't need any more food, so see if I can go any further. I don't think I can. Divine Caprice only work it once per turn. Now that I'm working the pigs, oh, this spot, that's foraging. It's possible to put a monument down for free? I guess that's a thing. Structure, although let's see if I can find something better. General would be really nice to play right now, along with Strength and Vanguard. Oh, I want to keep... I think that Strength is actually more valuable than General? No, General right here is huge. I'm just not getting enough iron to justify Legionnaires anymore, so if I can get one more burn for General... Forced March. General here gets so many buffs through. Who'd this guy hit? Oh, he pillaged it? Oh, that's painful, but like... Pillage, charge, woodsman? China's a bot. I can actually get way more points by going north. Oh no, I lost the general. 102. Oh, it survived from Holy Warrior? Woo. Okay, China's a bot. I can actually get a ton of victory points if I sweep through Shanghai, but I don't know if I'm going to have the opportunity to because of this, like, barracks musketmen pressure. I haven't been able to put out my own musketmen. I have the industry to do it, especially with the statue of Zeus. England won the game, I'm okay with that. And I actually got second place for all of that bloody conflict in the center. But like, yeah, this spawn position, it was physically impossible for me to do anything other than fight someone. And because of the line of sight and distance, I didn't have time to get a read on if China was a bot. I probably should have known that they were because Sir Easy likes playing England. Kiki was on Russia and is playing very smart human-like. I should have been able to, process of deduction, realize that China was a bot and then sweep north. Given, if I swept north, this musketmen plus barrack stuff, all of them having Holy Warrior for multiple hits, would have been very bad for me. I would have had to somehow defend through all this, and Cossacks came through with general buff. So, like, I'm actually losing this fight because I don't have an iron mine in order to maintain the industry, and I'm super late getting musketmen online. Like, this Cossack, build another unit here, just a ranged unit, like just a basic archer. Cossack flak comes in, not physically possible to defend Antium. So I was eventually going to lose this because of Russia's superior late game, as well as this. I was able to deny the pyramids advantage, but like, it was still enough early game, especially if these like this going on early. Ooh. They left their back door open for England to get a cheeky conquest through. Given they had to because of what was happening in Moscow. Like, Russia loses the game if they lose Hagia Sophia and Great Wall around Moscow. Well, I had this surprisingly good industrial base happening from the All Roads Lead to Rome, and this one building, this one Sume, working the lumber mill, giving me so many hammers, uh, saved Rome so many times. Wow, this is adding 17 culture of defense? Yeesh. I guess this guy has nowhere to put its culture. So I'm actually pretty surprised I was able to get second place, and second place by a long shot. Wow. I mean, Novgorod was only worth like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11. Wait, actually, Novgorod was worth like 11 victory points, but that still puts me still solidly in second place above Russia. Yeah, I had the victory point advantage the entire fight, partially because I had this holy site and the pyramids claimed. So 920 from keeping Novgorod and that. So I lose 9, Iki gains 20, 68. Yeah, so Russia would have gotten second place if I hadn't had this. Yeah, so this was actually the most important play of the game, taking these two tiles and holding on to them for as long as possible. But my inability to find iron, getting a flank attack cannon on Moscow the turn I stole this barracks would have been game defining, but like I just had no iron sources. There's this one iron source on the map, and that's it. Wow. Just one? Way on Liverpool, which is a late expansion, because like London, York, Nottingham, Hastings. Liverpool's like way at the very end. Like, look how it's the smallest city by far for England's play. Like that, technically, that was like a bad luck map of like this horrible bloody fight in the center that had no options to expand outwards. But like, I somehow managed to pull second place out of that, fighting effectively a two-front war. Although this is just barely holding off. I was going to lose the center part because of Russia's superior late game from early musketmen. They had Holy Warriors in order to make all their units just hit twice. I wasn't able to break through the Holy Warriors without splash cannons, and I just couldn't find enough iron to play a cannon out on one turn. And then Knights just lose the Cossacks cleanly, and that's before the strength buff here. So I was going to lose this late game. But England was able to goldfish out this being uncontested out here and even taking the back door. Yeah, completely uncontested here. So getting second place through all of that, I'm pretty happy with that result. If that's good night and good luck.